Welcome boys to another video. We're back in another tranquil spot. We're in a park bench in the middle of some forest somewhere. And I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about social media today, because if you guys follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you guys already know that I've cut out a hell of a lot of social media as part of my growth project, which is where I'm trying to improve myself in a whole bunch of different areas. And I got this inspiration from Rye. He's one of my friends, day trading friends, and he recently cut out social media and I saw the effect that it had on him and I was like, let me give it a go, because I'm spending way too much time on social media. So I did give it a go. And right now I'm on the other side of it. I'm going to refer to it as an addiction because I genuinely think it was, at least for me. And I'm kind of like on the other side of that now, where I'm not looking to go on social media anywhere near as much. I'm creating a hell of a lot more content than I'm consuming, and I feel so much better. So I'm going to be talking to you guys today about the main reason I was on social media so much, how I actually cut it out, and then the main results and the positives, and why I think you should do the exact same thing. So first of all, why was I on social media so much? And I'm going to be completely honest and open with you guys. I was in a bit of a rut when it came to my day trading, my job. I was injured. I couldn't go to the gym as much. Just everything kind of went wrong at the same time. And for me, it was a bit of a hit to the mental, for sure. And I lost a whole bunch of funding in my day trading. My job, I just wasn't really enjoying it that much. And obviously the injury meant that I couldn't go to the gym, which is one of my favorite things to do. So I'd kind of resort to social media as almost like a vice, basically, as something that could kind of take me out of the moment and allow me to just feel comfortable. And that was a really, really slippery slope, because what I'd realize is I'd get to a point where I was just mindlessly scrolling without actually wanting to scroll, I guess. And this was really dangerous because I found that I was spending an insane amount of time wasted on social media when I couldn't remember the last like 5 scrolls I'd taken. And this was something that I kind of realized I needed to change very, very quickly, because I was wasting so much time. I was really struggling mentally because it just wasn't a good use of time. Like I couldn't remember what I was doing. It was just wasted time completely. And this is where I realized that I kind of need to fix something. And I'm going to tell you the exact turning point. And it's kind of funny, but it's also just like insane. Is I got home from work, and I shouldn't have done this anyway, but I hopped on Netflix, and I shouldn't have done this anyway. I should have got my side hustle, my day trading work done first, but I hopped onto Netflix. And while I was waiting for Netflix to load, I hopped on Instagram. I'd scrolled like 3 times and I was like, what am I doing? I'm wasting so much time. I can't even remember this. It's just insane. And that was the kind of turning point. That was the lowest low. And I was like, I started speaking to Ryan, my friend. I was like, mate, something's got to change, bro. And he was like, mate, I've recently cut it out and I'm feeling so much better. Why don't you give it a try? And I was like, damn, let's give it a try. And this is exactly what happened. Was I started to then work towards dropping it. And you guys might think it's a bit of an exaggeration when it comes to like this addiction stuff and the way I'm referring to it as an addiction, but it really was, at least for me. And it probably is for you guys as well, is the amount of time you're spending. And it's like kind of a vice. It takes you out of difficult situations. That is like really, really dangerous. So I started to kind of cut it out. Now, the way that I cut this out was very different to how a lot of other people cut it out. They tend to uninstall the apps or set screen time limits or install some blockers or something like that. For me, I wanted to test my mental, and I wanted to build that kind of resilience of not wanting to go on it and actively making that decision. So I kept the apps installed, partially because of that, but also because I was still creating content. So TikTok and Instagram, I needed the apps to be able to post. And I caught myself going on it so much at the start. I was loading up Instagram, loading up TikTok when I didn't even want to. The second I had any spare time, the second I was even bored, if you can even call it that, I was just straight on TikTok, straight on social media. And that happened for a good few days. And the main thing for me, as like a personal experience here, was in the gym, in between sets. I used to love going on TikTok and just like watching edits and watching like motivational things. And it kind of got me hyped up for the next sets and stuff. And that's something that's like, I'm kind of missing at the moment. Is I used to get hyped up from this stuff, and I obviously don't do that anymore, so it's a little bit different. I have a few like saved videos that I kind of watch, and I think that's fine because it's the instant dopamine of like not knowing what the next scroll is and just keeping it going. So having saved motivational stuff I think is completely fine. But that was definitely something that I struggled with right at the start. Now fast forward a couple weeks and I'm in a position now where I'm feeling infinitely better about literally everything. So a few of the main kind of rewards that I'm getting straight away is I feel a lot more present. I have a lot more time to do a lot of work. I used to be one of those people, and I'm sure you are as well, that complain, I have no time, I can't do this, I can't do that, I just don't have enough time. And I didn't realize how much time I was wasting, and you're probably doing the same. You're probably wasting an insane amount of time that you don't even realize. And for me, that like it freed up an insane amount of time, and I realized I have so much more time to be present. I have more time to spend with my family, my friends. I have more time to invest into other learning things, and like I can't even put it into words how much better it is. I feel so much better. I'm way more mentally present with literally everything. I'm happier because I'm not comparing myself to everyone else on social media. I just feel so much better, and I really think that like if there's one kind of cheat code, it is just cutting out social media, or at least like massively limiting it. Saying maybe at the end of the day you want to hop onto Instagram and just check what your friends have been up to. That's completely fine. It's the doom scrolling that I'm referring to, the constant doom scrolling, the constant dopamine. And I've found that I kind of want to do harder stuff now. I want to put in the work. I want to start new businesses. I want to really put way more effort into my content because I have more time. And nowadays I'm like, if I'm bored, I identify that I'm bored and I say, okay, now I'm bored. What am I going to do? And then I can find different things to work on. And that is a major turning point. And it enables so much more productivity. You feel better, relationships are better because I'm not just scrolling and comparing myself and other people. Like it's just so much better. I'm going to keep it short and sweet for you guys. I'm probably going to end it here, but I wanted you guys to take that away. If there's one thing you can take away, it's that give it a go. Try and cut it out for a bit and see how you feel. And I think you'll be surprised at how beneficial it can be. But we'll do like a little part one, mate. This was probably part one of like this new series of where I'm just going to find the fucking random spot. It might be the same spot. It might be a different one where I'm just going to just have kind of like a real talk with you guys. I'm just going to talk to you guys about a topic that I'm quite passionate about and try and give you a bit of wisdom from personal experience. So hopefully you guys found this useful or at least enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.